It was oh so beautiful. Good morning. What's up with it? Want to jump in and chime in, go a little further on the discussion about Zeke Elliott signing and why I wasn't feeling it, why I'm not feeling it. Shout out to Zeke, man, for coming back. You know, I know a lot of people like them comeback stories, but this is not LeBron coming back to Cleveland. Like Dallas, we love them bring them back home stories, man. And you know, seen a few people say on Instagram, I've been asked what's wrong with him wanting to come back and retire as a Cowboy. He just want to finish. And I'm like, man, it's business, right? One of the best running backs in history, the all-time leading rusher, wanted to retire a Cowboy, and they sent him about his way, sent him packing to the Cardinals, which they should have at that point. It's time to move on. So yeah, I don't want to hear the feel-good stories, man. This is football. You don't always get those, especially when you had opportunities to bring in some fresher legs or just a better running back. So I don't know what the plan is. I've seen where they've said they feel like he can be a starter. I've also know that, you know, we still got Rico. Rico got some nice acceleration through holes. He still look like he could take it, but Rico leave meat on the bones too. You know, we always feel like, damn, I feel like he could have did a little bit more. Rico's hurt a lot, you know. So I don't say a lot, but he get hurt every season. Last year was a little better, but you just don't know. And I'm not buying where anybody's gonna be able to run behind this line. I'm not understanding why people are so sold that this line is about to be dominated. We got potentially 2 rookies that'll be starting on this line. Some of the best linemen ever, and some of the best linemen that we've drafted struggled as rookies. First round pick, second round, whatever pick. You know, you go all the way back to Flozell, on to Tyron Smith. Zach Martin wasn't who he was now, his rookie year. Lyle Collins, Connor Williams, Tyler Smith, everybody had some struggles. A lot of it was holding, some of it was them just being overpowered. I think that these dudes that's gonna come in from college and just pick up where they left off at, it's crazy to me. And on top of that, the 2 guys that people are expecting to start, BB and Guyton, they switching positions. Guyton going from right tackle to left tackle, and BB's going from guard to center, which he said he played center before, but most of his snaps was at guard. So I'm assuming that Kansas State had a better center on the team, somebody they felt was better at center. That is an important position. Whoever can play it best is who's going to start. So, in time will tell. I would love to be wrong about where this is going to lead to, but to me, it seems like the Cowboys are building a team for the future and not next year, not next season, but this upcoming season. So that's the question. Who do we have on our team that's going to make defenses respect our running game? Let's not act like your running game is not important to offense. If the teams can line up 2 deep safeties all day on you and not have to bring an extra man in the box, it's going to make it tougher to pass. And most of the people, well, let me say, a lot of people that I've seen have an issue with who we have at quarterback. I don't. I like Dak. I feel like we can win with Dak. But I feel like Dak is Tom Brady and needs to be throwing the ball 50 times a game now. But we put it in his hands the right amount of times, allow him to make some plays, and give him a running game. It's a whole lot easier. You know, it was a time to where people felt like Dak. When Zeke and Dak's rookie year, people were saying we couldn't win. Dak couldn't win without Zeke. He needed a running game, and he proved that wrong, but it still needs a running game to make the game easy. You want to be able to play action. You look crazy play action, calling the play action play, and nobody even cares. They're not biting because they don't give a damn. Your run ain't doing nothing. You're going to get 3 yards. Nobody's scared that you got somebody that can take it to the house. You got to stop him before he get going. Zeke not going to change. He'll be good in short yardage, I'm assuming. Good pass protection. But let's not act like, oh, this is what we need. This is what's going to push us over. And that this line is guaranteed to be great. You know? Like, think back in the past. It ain't been that long ago. We had Travis Frederick, Zach Martin, Tyron Smith. Who do we have at left guard? Right tackle. Can't remember. But yeah, then we got Lyle Collins, and you know, immediately people felt like this was gonna be the best line. Even Lyle Collins said this is gonna be the best line in history. It didn't turn out like that, you know. He had his own growing pains. He had some good times, but he was supposed to have been a top 10 pick before all of the stuff happened with him before the draft, right before the draft. So, yeah, I love the optimism. And I try to remain optimistic and positive. But, yeah, I ain't no fool. I'm not gonna be sold no bull and just believe it. Then y'all are gonna be disappointed as the season goes on. You know, we're gonna need these guys to do more than just run block too. They got to pass block. So they got to hit the ground running. And there's nowhere in history shows us, or in the recent past of our draft shows that they just gonna hit the ground running. It's gonna be some growing pains. People was concerned about Tyler Smith early on, and shout out to him for getting his fundamentals together and correcting those holding penalties that he was getting early. You know, so they can have the type of rookie year he had, that we should be pretty good, but we don't know that that's going to be the case, man. Nobody knows with certainty. That is going to be the case. We just hoping. And well wishing. You know, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to hope for the best, but I ain't falling for the bull. I need to see it first, man. So that's my thoughts on that. That's why I was not feeling the Zeke Elliott signing. At the time to tell, man. I didn't want us to draft Zeke, so I felt like we had a better route to get a better running back. Turns out I would have been correct. And I even had a post from Facebook. I was telling them to draft Jalen Ramsey. My comments, I elaborated. Draft Jalen Ramsey and go get Derrick Henry later on. Trade back up into the first round, or trade up in the second, because we had a high second round pick that we used on Jalen Smith. First round pick on Zeke Elliott. That would have been a nice pickup, a nice haul to get Jalen and Derrick Henry. Then you get an opportunity opportunity to get Derrick Henry again this year, and we resting on our laurels. We love our team, love where it's at, and all along, they scheming to get Zeke back, thinking that's going to be the answer. And I corresponded and chopped it up with people on Facebook and Instagram, and they feel the same way. We missed Zeke last year, and yeah, we did, because the Cowboys failed to address the running back last year. We came in with the same mentality. We just gonna, Zeke and Tony Pollard couldn't do it together. And Tony had a great year behind Zeke, running with Zeke. Now we're gonna depend on Zeke and Rico with a line that's younger. And that's gonna be the answer. Come on, man. They don't even add up. At this point, it don't. And again, they come in and they hitting it and all that. You can tell that's what I hope. But I don't believe it's going to happen like that. The Cowboys right now seem to be building a team for next season. They setting it up. They got all these bridge guys in. Well, I wouldn't say all these. They just brought in one, Zeke. If we had some bridge dudes in, I would think maybe they are trying to win this year. But, we like this is it's going to be a reboot. From the looks of it, just kind of paying attention to the signs. Look like they trying to set it up, and they hit next year hard, not this year. This ain't the year to be all in. So if that's the case, if they can't pull the pull it off and win the Super Bowl, and do the unthinkable right now, we in trouble, man. Now you part to that, they'll be gone. We'll be starting over. It's just how it looks to me. And, hey, I done been wrong before. I ain't afraid to be, so I'll make a video giving my opinion. But yeah, I believe that. Simply, I mean, I wouldn't be saying it if it wasn't anything I didn't believe to be true. So what do y'all think? Y'all think the Zeke Elliott signing is going to take us over the top? Do you feel like anybody can run behind this line because they're going to be great? Y'all on the same thing y'all see in the media, them selling this like it's this new product. They doing it like Madden. Like they bringing in some new shit and y'all just bringing in the old, trying to sell it as new features. We've seen this before. We've seen how this plays out, man. And right now, the way I see it, the best case scenario, it's gonna be a lot of 12 personnel. Hip out with your young linemen. Hopefully Schoonmaker is going to be picking it up and, living up to their second round draft pick status. That'll help out a lot. We can get our tight ends, our other tight ends. What the hell is this? Pick it up, man, because all of them struggled early on. Everybody was catching it in the red zone. They saying we couldn't do nothing in the red zone. Everybody blaming that and just forgetting about these touchdowns that's being dropped in the end zone. Like that would have sealed the deal. I'm blaming one person, but it's the team. Crazy. But I think that'll be something that we see a lot more of. 2 tight ends, maybe even 3 at times, depending on how these guys are looking. Because I don't know. Nobody knows if we're going to get out of Brandon Cook. It was good to see them get that chemistry late last year to kind of get a feel for each other. But here, you're older, man. Is he going to still be productive? I had the same capability of producing like he had been before he got here. If that two tight end set's not working, definitely got a tight end people gonna respect. We got CD Lamb, receiver that people gonna respect. That can all be shut down if people don't respect our run game. That's it. I'm not saying you gotta have Emmitt Smith coming back, but I'm saying you gotta have a respectable run game. There's going to be games where you can't pass the ball because they're not going to allow it. They're going to shut it down or just having a bad day. The quarterback could be having a bad day. Now you fuck because you don't have no other solution. You're going to take him out and put the backup in? Nah, this is when you should be able to run the ball. If we don't have that option, then we can just count that as a loss. We don't have a deep skill position where you just feel like, man, all we gotta do is get the ball in the hand of the right person and they'll take it. They'll do something with it. We don't have that. We got a couple people. One really, CD Lamb right now, we can get it to and he can do something with it. Other than that, everybody else is don't fit that category. Being able to take it to the house or make some big plays with the ball in the hand like that. And I don't mean at all, but I'm saying as far as with the defenses, it's going to scare that defense and allow the play caller to make plays a lot easier. Not restrict your play calling. We'll see. Maybe Deuce Vaughn gonna show us something different. Now, everybody. If you're a Cowboy fan, I'm sure you want to see Deuce Vaughn, and hopefully he can be something. But we don't know, man. I hope for the best. Anytime I see some things with the team that I don't like, and I voice that, I say, man, I hope I'm wrong. Because I want to be able to watch the game on Sunday and enjoy it. The only way I'm going to enjoy it is if we win. That's it, man. That's enough of my ranting and raving about the Cowboys. Hope everybody have a good one. But, yeah, that's it.